Hi everyone! Prestissima here. Today we're going to learn an African American spiritual called Byeon. Byeon also has 8 notes, so we're going to get to practice subdividing the beat while we learn it. Here we go! Byeon uses notes from the C major scale. Let's try playing the C major scale so we can remember. Starts on C, of course. Here we go. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, back down. B, A, G, F, E, D, C. All right. Now we see, let's look at the time signature. Remember, 4/4 means there are 4 beats per measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. Okay, so let's look here. Oh, looks like we have a pickup measure. See, we have 2 eighth notes, and 2 eighth notes make up 1 quarter note, right? So there's only 1 beat in this measure, which means it has to be beat 4. So this is going to be, we're going to start this song with 4 and then we'll go to 1. 4 and 1. So let's try counting the whole song using subdivisions. We'll start with the right hand, okay? And this is a lullaby, so we'll take it nice and slow, all right? So I'll start you off. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh, remember this guy? That's a tie. Okay, so we're still going to count it 3 and 4 and, but remember, when we get here, we don't actually play this note again, right? Because it's tied to this one. We're just going to keep holding this note through 4 and, okay? So starting here, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's how we're going to count it, but you're going to say 3 and then just keep playing that 4 and, okay? So let's keep going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, we're going to try playing it with our right hand and counting it this time, okay? So we're going to start with that 5 finger on the C, and we're going to come in on 4 and, right? So I'll count it off. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, time for our left hand. Now, I took a little peek ahead and we see, look, everything's quarter notes here, okay? So that's gonna be pretty easy. Oh, and just remember we have a little half note there, but we're still gonna subdivide because we wanna know where all the subdivisions go. Remember, there's a pickup beat here and you're just gonna start on 1 of the next measure, okay? So let's try it. I'm gonna play with our left hand and we're gonna play it starting on the C. I'm gonna use my 5 finger, okay? I'll count off 4 for you. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and woo, that was low. All right, so you're going to learn to play it right hand, left hand, and put them all together. And I'll give you some tips. First tip. So we noticed that it starts on 5, so using your 5 finger, and then the G we play with 2. So we play 5, 5, 2, and then we do it again, right? Okay, now when you go to the next measure, it's the same note, but we're going to switch to our 3rd finger. Okay, so this is 2nd finger, but same note with our 3rd finger because it's going to make the rest of the song easier to play. Now, let's jump down to this final system here. You see how our 3rd finger is on the E? Now, we're going to go up to the F, but we're going to keep going up, right? So we're going to swing our thumb under for that F, kind of like if we were doing a scale, right? So we're going to go from E and then swing our thumb under to the F. Aha! And then everything gets easier to play. So the 3rd finger on the E, swing under for that F. Aha, and then it's easier. Now for your left hand, we're going to want to play this bottom C with our 5 finger, okay? And then we're going to play this G with our 2 finger. And then the top C with your 1 finger, okay? And we're going to kind of keep that pattern for these notes. So this bottom C is going to be 5, 2, 1, back down to 2, 5, 2, 1, 2. Now in this next system, you'll see that this bottom part keeps descending, keeps going down, right? But the second note, the G here, stays the same. So we're just going to keep using 5 and 1. So 5 for the C, 1 for the G, and then we'll just use 5 again, even though it's a little bit lower, and then back up to the G with the 1, and then a little bit lower, 5 finger again, and then up to the 1, and then for the G, go down a little bit lower with the 5, back up to G again, and then back down to the F with the 5, up to G with the 1 finger, down to E with the 5, and then back up to G, and then your 5 again all the way down to the C. Okay, if you'll notice, we're going to go back to our 5-2-1 pattern here because we have C, G, C again, right? Except it's just an octave lower. So we're going to go C, G with our 2 finger again, and up to C. Okay, now, because we keep going up, we're going to go ahead. Remember, G is always going to be the 2 finger, right, in this pattern? So we're going to jump up with our 2 finger again. All right, let's do that whole measure. We're going to go C with our 5 finger, up to 2, 1, swing up with your 2 finger, good. And then now what? It's the same pattern. So 1 finger on the C, back down this time, and then you're going to swing that thumb under for the C. There you go. And then down to G, and then down to C with 5 again, 2, 1, 2. Then we have your thumb swinging under again. It's the same pattern, just going even lower now. So down to C, G, and then down to C. So low. So today we learned Byeon, and we got to practice more subdivision counting. So practice your right hand, practice your left hand, make sure you're counting all the subdivisions while you play. Then you're going to put your hands together, and then you're going to learn to play or sing the lyrics. Then you're going to learn to sing the solfege, and you're going to learn to sing it while you play. Remember, practice all your songs, sing as you play, and memorize everything. Prestissima out!